Hey guys, this is me Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv, and well, we're back with the daily watch list for tomorrow's trading session with 8 equity trades and the index outlook for tomorrow. But well, as usual, before we start with the new trades for tomorrow's trading session, talking about today's trading session, not tomorrow's. Well, today was a particularly dull trading session. There was not much movement at all on the either side. It was not something that, well, at least for us, it was not something that was beneficial in any manner. So when we talk about the equity watch list for today, it was more or less a NPNL day. Break even, nothing exciting, no green, no red. And our personal trading session, well, we booked about somewhere close to 1800 pips on GBP INR totally. And when it comes to the indices was, well, the green streak on Bank Nifty for me personally. That's out. That's broken after I guess after 2 weeks. So well, it has been a good run. I was in about 100 points or 135 points, sorry, in the red on Bank Nifty. But no worries, the stop loss hits are a part of the game, so no need to stress about that. Now, without wasting further time on today's trading session, let's move on to what we have for tomorrow, starting with the equity trades as usual. And the first one, SR Transfin. Now, SR Transfin will be going for a short position because, well, it has been respecting this trend line a lot. So, hoping for a roughly 50% retracement of this swing leg, we'll be going for a short position under 670. Stop loss going at 680, and the ideal targets being 1% from your point of entry. Moving on to the next one, Apollo Hospital. Now, Apollo Hospitals will be taking in a very aggressive long trade in this at this one. In fact, we'll be going for a long position above 1800. Again, big round psychological resistance. It might act as it, but keeping in mind the recent strength that it has had, the intensity that it has had for going up, it should be broken pretty simply, and 1% target should be very simply doable. Let's see, does it actually break out or not? But if it does, we would like to go long above 1800. Stop loss going at 1780. Ideal targets being 1% as usual. Moving on to the next script that we have, Just Dial. Now, Just Dial, it has successfully broken out of this range this time. It for the second time in a row, it broke the exact same resistance level of 385, and this time it seems to be sustaining, as the pullback that it had seems to be a part of the larger higher high low formation. So now we would like to go for a long position at that resistance turn support at 385. Stop loss going at 380. Ideal targets being 1% as usual. Moving on to the next one that we have, PL. Now, PL will be going for a short position. As I told you guys yesterday, this level of 1500, 1510, every time it has tried going up, it has acted as a pretty strong point of resistance. So now we'll be taking a similar approach here as well. We'll be going for a short position at 1510 with the stop loss going at 1525 and the ideal targets being 1% as usual. Now, IndusInd Bank, we had this exact same trade yesterday as well. Buy at 505, stop loss at 500, and the ideal targets being 1%. That is going to be carried on exactly as it is. Nothing new there. So if you have seen yesterday's video, you know the exact reason why we have taken this trade. If not, you can go watch the video again. Now, coming on to the next one, MFSL or Max Financial Services. Now, here we'd like to go for a short position, keeping in mind the strong selling pressure that has come every time it has tried to go up. We have multiple open equal to high candles as well, so the selling pressure seems to be very, very strong. So we'll be going for a short position at 535, stop loss going at 540, ideal targets being 1% as usual. Moving on to the next one that we have, Oro Pharma. Now, Oro Pharma, well, we would like to go for a breakdown trade on this one, simply because we had a sort of body bearish engulfing at the swing high point, and the high of which is not yet broken. So we would like to go short under the low of that candle, short under 940. Slightly aggressive approach, but let's see how it goes. We'll be going short under 940, stop loss going at 950, and the ideal targets being 1% as usual. Moving on to the next one, Bharat Forge. Well, we had to go long on this one today, above 415 if I remember correctly, but that was not triggered. However, it did open a strong gap up, and then well, it fell flat on its face. So now we'll be going for a short position at the swing high point. Simple logic: sell at 530, stop loss at sell at 430, stop loss at 435. Ideal targets being 1% as usual. Now, coming on to the more interesting side of things from my perspective, the indices. As well, I particularly like to trade more on the indices. Just a personal opinion. Now, coming to the first one, Nifty. Now, for the indices, both of them today was not really something that I could capitalize on the movement that it was. I could not find it to be very strongly one directional. There was no clear trend for me to directly jump upon aggressively even. So I had no trades on Nifty for today, but now on Nifty personally I would like to take a trade only on this breakout of either the zone at 240 or the zone at 320. Now this 80 point range is something that is going to keep Nifty range bound. It needs to break either side of this range to give at least a 70-80 point further up move or a down move depending on the direction of the breakout. Now when we look at the option chain, we have immediate resistance at 11,400 with about 403,000 added contracts. We have important resistance at 11,500 with 217,000 added contracts. On the support side of things, we have immediate support at 11,200 with 480,000 added contracts. Important support at 11,000, which is quite far away with 63,000 added contracts. But if I remember correctly, the total standing contracts were quite high at 11,000. Yep, it has the highest open interest above of about 2.7 million, so that's quite a lot. So it has the luxury of being the significant level of support. As I said, for me personally, if I am aggressively going, it is a long at 11,200, 11,230, or short at 11,320, 11,330. If I'm conservatively going, then it's a long above 11,340 or sell under 11,200. So depending upon the kind of price action at that zone, I might make up my mind and will take a position. Now moving on to the next index, the public favorite and mine too personally, Bank Nifty. Now when it comes to Bank Nifty, the entire movement of today was quite honestly, it was stuck in this range of 21,800 to 22,000, this 200 point range. It strongly went up and then became range bound, and it fell down again. I had this zone plotted, so as it was not a gap breakout but it's an actual breakout, so I took a long trade aggressively at this point, somewhere close to 22035 if I remember correctly, with my stop loss going under the zone at 22,900, 22,890, and that was hit. This is the spot chart, I'm talking about the futures, but that was hit too. So I had a red day on Bank Nifty, as I said, 135 points in the red. Now for tomorrow, when it comes to Bank Nifty, this zone is very important, from 21,900 to 21,930. This 30 to 40 point range on Bank Nifty is going to be the decisive thing. If it fails to cross that, then it might go back to the important support that we have at 21,500. If it succeeds to break that level, then we might go to the immediate level of resistance, which is it's quite on its face literally at 22,000. Or if it breaks that one too, we might go all the way to 22,150, 22,200, where we have the next supply zone. So as I said, I would not be taking any positions unless what happens with this zone is being cleared out, which should be done in the first 30 to 45 minutes of price action, which is to be always waited, as I said. So let's see how that goes. Now when we look at the option chain, we have immediate resistance at 22,000 with 139,000 added contracts. Important resistance at 22,500 with 623,000 added contracts. Immediate support at 21,900 with 133,000 added contracts. Important support with total standing open interest of 461,000 contracts. So let's see how that goes. As I said, 21,900 to 22,000, this 100 point range is going to be deciding the further direction of Bank Nifty, at least for the coming 1 or 2 days. So let's see how that acts out. These are all the charts that I had to discuss with you guys for tomorrow's trading session. I hope you guys had a good start of the week and you ended in green. For us, as I said, it wasn't exactly exciting, but let's see. I have high hopes for tomorrow's trading session. It should work out pretty nicely. Now as usual, if you want any of these charts, if you want the option chain analysis or the watchlist trades in a written down manner, then you can always check out the channel on Telegram at @ApexFinServe, or on Twitter or on Instagram. All the handles are in the description below. Or if you want to look at some learning videos that we had uploaded before, the tags of which I do try to keep them at the end of this video, so you can check them out as well. They should help you out, especially with that Fibonacci retracement one. If you look at these swing points or the recent swing points, it can help you out finding out some important confluence points between the zones and those Fibonacci retracement levels. Just an idea. If you want, you can check that out. Now thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a good green trading session today, and as usual, if you like the content that we have been posting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a good night. Bye.